Why did the Mandalorians despise clone troopers? The Grand Army of the Republic were in many ways the offspring of the Mandalorian culture. Not only were they the clones of the Mandalorian Jango Fett, they were also often trained by Mandalorian mercenaries in both fighting techniques and the Mandalorian culture. However, despite the fact that the Mandalorians and the clone troopers could be seen as cultural cousins, by the time of the Imperial era, Mandalorians and clones absolutely despised one another. We briefly explored why clones hated Mandalorians in a recent video, and we will be exploring this in more detail very soon. However, the Mandalorians' hatred for the clones was likely even more intense, especially in canon continuity. The reasons for this were multi-layered and complex, with this hatred only growing as time passed. The first reason was the turmoil that directly resulted from the Clone Wars. The violent organisation known as the Death Watch were beaten several times by the Republic and the clones, leading to animosity between the two groups. This animosity spread and deepened as many formerly pacifist Mandalorians embraced the Death Watch as their new leaders. This resulted in the Grand Army of the Republic laying siege to Mandalore and occupying the planet. However, this occupation never ended, as the Galactic Empire rose from the ashes of the Republic and subjected the once great Mandalorian homeworld to an Imperial puppet government. This led to a great deal of resentment among the Mandalorians, with a great deal of this anger being directed towards the clones. The Mandalorians rightly viewed the clones as unquestioning servants of their oppressors, which was only made worse by the fact that the clones were spawned from the Mandalorians. They viewed them as the abomination of their culture, clones of the Mandalorian pretender, Jango Fett. The Imperial occupation eventually led to the Mandalorian Purge, whereby the Empire killed many of them and destroyed much of their sacred weaponry. Although it is not yet known whether or not clones took part in this purge, many Mandalorians certainly blame them for the rise of the Empire, ensuring that the Mandalorians continued to despise clones until long after the fall of the Empire.